Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ria and I am back with another yapping video. So we're going to get right into it without wasting any time. And I have written some stuff down, so I'm going to be talking about the stuff I have written down. But actually before that, I want to talk about the entire Evelyn Haas situation that's been going on. If you don't know what this is about, or if you don't know who Evelyn Ha is, she is a YouTuber and she's pretty popular. If you don't know what this situation is about, I think you should just Google it, or like there's plenty of YouTube videos made about it. So, what do I think of the situation? It is really weird, I would say. Whose side am I on? I am more, maybe I'm just biased, but I am more on Evelyn's side because all of the evidence or all of the, I think, proofs or evidence, I'm not sure what to call it, point towards this guy Ben being an abuser, because there's been clips circulating around of him like pushing her very aggressively, holding a knife to her throat, trying to choke her, um, and also him saying really not so good things to her and about her. So it's like all of this evidence and videos and clips, they point towards Ben being the abuser, or at least like there is something not right with him. But he also posted a video where he's like, no, I was the one who got abused and Evelyn's the abuser, which is, are we talking about the same Evelyn? Let's be so for real right now. If you have watched even one video of her or the Ha sisters, you know she is like the most gentle and kind human being you will ever see. I mean, obviously, we don't know these people in real life. I can't really say a lot, and I can't really draw conclusions because we really don't know anything about these people's personal lives. But I just feel like maybe, yeah, I'm obviously biased, but I feel like Evelyn has, yeah, I'm on Evelyn's side basically, because and this guy, her ex-boyfriend, like from long ago, this guy named Fred, he is also accusing her of her abusing him. They both are saying that she cheated on both of them during both of the relationships. And also, I'm not saying that men can't be abused or they can't go through domestic violence. Guys, I am editing right now and I realize a lot of the things I'm saying is not really making sense. So what I'm trying to say is that I would never ignore the fact that a guy could be abused or go through domestic violence as well, but I'm just saying I would rather believe a girl than a crypto scammer. Also, he has been charged with strangulation and assault. Strangulation, is that familiar? Because I saw a clip where he was choking Evelyn. So, I mean, it is a really complicated situation, is all I want to say. And it is like there's so much going on, I don't even know what to say at this point, basically. Okay, so on to the actual yapping video. I have some stuff written out, and I am going to be talking about some of this stuff. So, the first one is going to be a very maybe niche thought that I have had. Maybe not. Maybe people have had this thought before me as well. So, I'm just going to read it out. The concept of there being spiders the same size as me in the world is making me sick to my stomach. Now, I'm pretty sure you all have seen those videos of those huge spiders in Australia. If you have not, good for you. Good for you. You have not been traumatized like I have. But looking at those videos, I feel like if I ever came across one of those spiders that is as big as I am, or even half the size of me, so like maybe 2.5, 3 feet, I would genuinely think I will die. Like, I won't pass out or I won't faint, I will genuinely just pass away right there. Because what do you mean there's a spider? I'm scared of these teeny tiny little spiders, and you're telling me there's a spider that is as big as me? No thank you. No thank you, I will pass. And that is just really unsettling, because I recently saw a video, like a video of a huge spider in Australia, and I was like, oh my god, if I lived in Australia, I would probably be in, like, in constant fear of there being a spider in my house. And it's just, I cannot stand those things, especially if they're the same size as me. No, thank you. Because why do these things even exist? I mean, you can exist if you're teeny tiny, you can roam around like that. Why are you as big as me? Who gave you the permission to be as big as me? And then, oh my god, what if it just starts running at you? I think my entire soul would leave my body, and I would literally, my body will start levitating with my soul if something like that happened to me. I don't think I would survive that. I'm being so honest with you guys. I won't survive that. This is genuinely making me sick to my stomach, and it is just, I don't like this. I don't like thinking of this. I don't like talking about this. And it is just no. Okay, moving on from the spiders. Is this point is pretty big, so there should be a mandatory permanent system in our body that will not let you have the urge to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. There should be a switch and it should turn off the second you lay in your bed to go to sleep. So, are you one of those people who also have the urge to go to the bathroom the second you have the urge to sleep? Like you are just about to fall asleep and then your body's like, oh no, 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 you're falling asleep. We won't let you do that because you have to go to the bathroom now. Oh my god, how dare you try to sleep? There should genuinely be a system in our body that like shuts off that part of our body that needs, like the I think digestive system, I think you could say, right? That's part of our digestive system. So it should shut off that part of our digestive system and be like, okay, now you she is going to sleep, he is going to sleep, so now we're just going to turn off so she can have a good night's sleep. Because why do I have to go to the bathroom the second I am about to fall asleep? And then I wake up, okay, I go to the bathroom because I can't even sleep, because I need to go to the bathroom, so I can't sleep either because I'm like, oh my god, I need to go to the bathroom, I need to go to the bathroom, I need to go to the bathroom, so I can't even sleep now. So anyway, I go to the bathroom, I come back, lo and behold, I can't sleep now. And I just lay there for another 2 hours not being able to sleep. You know what the worst part is? You wake up at 7 a.m., okay, and your alarm set for 8 a.m., and you wake up at 7 a.m. with the urge to go to the bathroom. Okay, you go to the bathroom, you come back, and for the next hour, you can't sleep. Even though you're super tired and your body needs more sleep, and you're like, I need to get more sleep, I need to sleep, but your body just won't let you sleep. And then for another hour, till your alarm rings, you are just laying there on your bed, not being able to sleep, just because you went to the bathroom. I feel like this should really be a thing. So the next thing I've written down, this is kind of funny. So if the world ended right now, I would just kill myself. There's no way I'm struggling to live in the apocalypse. Okay, so I need to explain a little bit. So hear me out. If the world ended right now, like right this second, if there was an alien invasion or something like that, if there's a if there's a zombie apocalypse, trust me when I say this, I will instantly kill myself. There is no way on God's green earth I'm going through all of that bullshit. No. And even if, listen, there's aliens or there's zombies or something like that, I go through all of this struggle, and I managed to survive all of this for days, for days. And I reach to this like safe place, or like safe house, or what do they call it, like the bunkers or something. And then they're like, no, only the rich will go in first, you poor peasants can't come in here. You know how it's in the movies, like you all have seen those movies. They're like, no, the rich will go in first, like the rich get their chance first. The rich and the elite class are given that priority, and they can go first in everything. Like if there's a ship or a plane going to a safe house or a safe place, they will obviously let the rich and the elite go first. And if the ship and plane gets full, well, that's your bad. You should have been rich, you poor peasant. And in the end, after all that struggle that I will do, I'll just ultimately die because I'm not rich enough. And okay, even if I was rich, I am not going through all of this struggle. I'm not going through all of this apocalypse. It is just way too exhausting. Okay, and I would rather just have like an instant death. That is what I prefer, at least. Like, let's just imagine if there was like a spider apocalypse right now. Like, I just talked about how spiders, there's like spiders the size of me. And if these people started attacking us and there's a spider apocalypse right this second, you best believe I am jumping off my window and I am killing myself. You best believe I am offing myself the second I hear the news that there's a spider apocalypse. No way am I going through this. No way am I surviving this. First of all, I don't even know if I'll survive a apocalypse, let alone a spider apocalypse. So let's just say I'll just take the easy way out. You can call me whatever you want to call me. You can call me lazy. But no, no, I'm not doing this. I am not doing all of that surviving and everything. Plus, you will have to fight with other humans just for resources. Like, all of this is so exhausting. I cannot do it. We all have seen this apocalypse movies. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I am not ready to do any of those things in those apocalypse movies. Let me know if you're like me as well, or if I'm the only one. The next one is just two words: Bandra cafes. Now, if you know the concept of Bandra cafes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every other day, I get a reel that says, "This new cafe in Bandra," or something like, "You won't believe this new cafe in Bandra. You need to check out this new cafe in Bandra." Like, there are so many cafes in Bandra. Like, every two steps that you walk, there will be a new cafe over there. You get out of one cafe and you're like, oh, I want to go to another cafe now. No worries, you can just turn, walk two steps, and behold, another cafe right there in Bandra. And it's like, if I Google right now cafe in Bandra, I can guarantee you there will be at least 100 of those cafes that will show up on Google Maps. Why are there cafes only in Bandra? It's like Bandra is the capital of cafes, I feel like. Like, every person in Mumbai is opening a cafe in Bandra. Was Bandra the only option? Can you not open a cafe anywhere else? It's like, let's not even talk about the prices of these cafes. They're selling us 800, 900 rupees coffees. Who do you think is having 800, 900 rupees coffees? Food and coffee does not even taste that good. Trust me, I've been there. I mean, I respect the hustle. I mean, you have a lot of competition, but you are still like, oh my god, competition. But I will still open this cafe right here in Bandra, even though there's so much competition. I respect you. I respect the hustle. I respect the drive. But like, you could have opened that cafe literally anywhere else. But no, you were like, I will open it in Bandra. Please stop opening more cafes in Bandras and please stop making reels about it. Because every other day I watch a reel, I'm watching reels, and it's like, did you know about this new cafe in Bandra? No, I did not know, and I don't want to know. How about that? Okay, next point. Pink tax is ridiculous. Why do I have to pay extra just for being a woman? And don't we all feel that? Because being a woman is hard as it is, and now I have to pay extra just because I'm a female. Be so for real. Be so for real. Because this should be illegal, but apparently it's not, and it probably never will be. Next point. No one has cable TV anymore. Everyone just has OTT platforms on their TVs now. So I'm pretty sure we have noticed this change after COVID 19, after 2020, that no one really has cable TV anymore. At least no one around me has cable TV. Maybe you might, but like, no one around me, no one that I know, and no one, like, I don't know anyone who still has cable TV in their house anymore. And it's like, how it's really insane to think about that we used to have channels and we used to change channels, and I used to memorize the channel numbers. Can you believe that? And now we just use OTT platforms. And we are evolving, obviously, and I can only imagine what it will be like in maybe 20 years where these OTT platforms will also not exist, and these OTT platforms will be probably might be replaced by something new, because that's just pretty much inevitable, because everything eventually just gets replaced by something better. And OTT platforms might be in the history textbooks in the next 50 years, just like newspaper, radios, telephones used, like landline telephones, are now in our history books. And we'll probably tell the younger generation that, oh my god, we used to watch on OTT platforms. You children these days, using whatever you guys are doing and whatever you guys are using, we used to watch on OTT platforms. We used to watch cable TV. I just realized people that are like Gen Alpha probably did not have cable TV. Like, they probably never used cable TV. Didn't Gen Alpha just start watching things on YouTube and OTT platforms? I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because they never used cable TV. Huh. Okay, so I kind of ran out of things to say, because that is all I had in my list as of right now. Because I have this really bad habit. I thought I would start writing things down for my yapping videos, but I keep forgetting to write it down. Like, actually, I'm like, okay, I need to write this down. I just had this thought. I need to write this down to say it in my yapping video, and I just forget to write it down. So, like, I had a million things to say, but I don't actually have it in my list right now. And I'm trying to remember what I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember now because I didn't actually write it down. So, and I have the memory of a goldfish. So, what can I say? Obviously, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do the usual. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night. See you later, alligator. Bye.